Hello YouTube vintage stereo collectors and restorers. So this is the back end of the Trio KT-1000a tuner, and what I want to do here is it arrived with a UK cord 220 volt, which I snipped off, got rid of. It's no use to us anymore, and this one has the conversion switch on the back. And this is what I've noticed: most of the ones built for European or Japanese market have a switchable transformer. What it really is in one position, in the 220, 240 volt position, the two windings are in series, and then in the 120 version, the two windings are in parallel. And so that's actually how they do it. I'm just going to flip the switch over. A little rumbly out there. We had the first rain. We haven't had rain for a couple of weeks here. I lubed the switch. I gave it a hit of neutral, because sometimes these can be pretty stiff. It's been sitting there in that position for decades. So we'll put it on. I've had a few that go intermittent. There's actually, it was a TK-250 Kenwood, had the same switch, and it was intermittent, and the contacts looked like they'd been barbecued, so I had to put another switch in it. Sometimes you can wire around them. So there we go. It is now switched over to 110 to 120 volt, and we got to get this out so we can get the new cord in. I notice there's not a heck of a lot of slack on this for wiring. It'll come out. No, that's holding it. Now let's just kind of move everything. Oh, yeah, whoever put this in, this was probably 110 when it left the factory. So we got the blue lead on there, the lead on there. I'm just going to have to flip it over. Don't know if you can see that or not. Let's do it this way. That's easier. So, just grab this grommet, sort of walk it out. There we go. So, it had the 3-conductor cord. Now you might ask, should I put a 3-conductor cord back into it? No, I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is put a heavy-duty 2-conductor. So that's where the switch then goes to, the hot side. What I was kind of thinking is this cord here. When people give me stuff all the time, I had somebody give me a Sony surround sound stereo receiver that was totally smoked inside, and I appreciated it, but about the only thing that was good on it, and this thing was from 2017, was the cord. So anyway, what we'll do is we'll put this in. I think this will fit in here just fine. So I got the cord in. I have it connected up underneath where the hot lead was on the previous cord. So we just need to desolder this. Try not to hit the dial string while we do that. And this is the neutral wire from the new cord. You want the hot wire, what I always do with these polarized cords, the hot wire should be on the power switch so that when it's off, there's no current flowing past there. This is the neutral. It can be fused, like that's no big deal. Get that in there. It's a little hot. So bend that over a bit. Like that. Now let's solder it. Float right in. Perfect. So now you have a nice new polarized plug for this. And we can actually just move this over like that. Yes, that's fine. Nothing's touching in a weird place. Maybe that was better back there. You know. One thing I like to check is the fuse. What is in here for a fuse? Should be a 1 amp. Yes, it is a 1 amp. Okay, so we're all right there. So the next thing, of course, is to power it up and see what we get. So just to recap, so we switched over to 110, took out the old cord, found one that fits the grommet, hooked it up here, and underneath where it was, make sure it's not touching where it's not supposed to. Alright. I'm just going to plug it in and turn it on for a second to see what we get for dial lights and stuff. You know, the dial light behind the meter works. Actually, all the lights are working, which is kind of neat. And they are incandescent. Okay. Put it on AM. We got anything on AM? Yeah, I'm not seeing any deflection of the meter. Oh, I did. There we go. FM 96.7. So, and we have the stereo light coming on. So that's actually pretty good. Yeah, so I'm going to take the front faceplate off and clean it up a bit. It's a little bit dirty. And we'll move on to the next one for recording.